Good morning, my visual designers. This is Mrs. Sagusby, and I'm here today to take you on a field trip. We're going to Texas. We are going to visit the Dallas Art Museum and continue exploring warm and cool color. This assignment has you going through the museum's collection and analyzing the element of color in two artworks of your choice within their collection and answering 6 questions for each of the artworks and then briefly comparing the two. The directions, as you see here on the screen, are in our Google Classroom. The steps are here for you. There are 8 steps total, and then the questions are down below with some tips. So everything you need for the assignment is on our Google Classroom, but my goal here today is just, again, to take you through the collection online. So when you click on the link to go to the museum, this is what you will see. This is the collection, the highlights of it. You're going to scroll down midway, and you're going to look for Explore Climates. The museum has filtered all of their collections for you, and this is going to be really an easy assignment. So we're going to start with warm, and when you click on this link, it's going to take you to all of their collections that they have categorized as warm in color. I'm going to ask that you focus on paintings or photography, please. So anything with a cup or ceramics, things like that. Let's save that for another time. We're going to go to the top and click on the very first one, and we're going to do The Lady with a Red Hat, Portrait of Maggie Wilson by Frank Duvnik. He's an American artist. When you look at this website, there is a lot of hidden information, and that is why I wanted to make this video for you, to kind of show you where to find everything and how to answer those 6 questions that are going to be in our Google Classroom. So let's first look at the painting. Here we have the front of the painting. If you click on the arrow, you're going to get more information about this painting. This is actually a better tour than what we would get if we went to the museum. We're going to see the front, the back, smaller pieces of zoomed up images. So this is really a behind the scenes tour if you think about it. You're welcome. We're going to keep clicking through, and some of these paintings or some of these photographs will have a value scale for you, and that's pretty cool. Going back to our Chapter 2 lesson. If you keep clicking through, they're going to give you the frame that they've put it in. And I think this one only has, just the 4 pictures. So that's a lot of information for the image itself. I want to draw your attention down here where you learn more. They're going to give you teaching ideas, materials, and techniques. When you click on any of these links, they're going to describe more of what they're talking about. So they've categorized the materials, techniques, the types of painting that it is, and when you click on these, it will take you to more information about what that means. All right, to get back, you just simply click back, and more in this Learn More section. If you click on the arrow, it's going to drag out even more. Oil painting, again, if you click on it, it'll give you more information. Scrolling over to the right side of the screen, underneath the title and the maker, the artist, his information, please make sure that you click on More Object Details. It's going to tell you the material technique. This is an oil on canvas, what they classify it as, the dimensions, the department, where you would find this artwork, and the location. This one is currently on display, level 4 of the museum. But hey, we've got it right here. We don't have to go to Texas to see it. Credit line, copyright, the object number, which is very important in a museum. And then the fun information. The general description is here. Go ahead and make sure that you're reading all of that information, at least scanning it. This one also has fun facts. For example, the model is Maggie Wilson. And in here it tells us that the artist may have purchased the white dress and the red hat for Miss Wilson in order to fully capture the effects of light, shadow, and what we're here today to look at, color relationships between the dress, accessories, and the surrounding gardens, which is pretty cool. We can obviously see that when we look over it. So make sure that you're scrolling through all of the information here. There's even more web resources, related paintings. Again, with this Maggie Wilson, he used her for a couple of different paintings. All right, so this is a warm example. We're going to go back up to art, and we're going to go to collections. We are going to, again, look at warm examples and also cool examples. So to get back to those explore climates, I'm going to scroll halfway down right here to explore climates, and I'm going to click on cool this time. And again, you can pick any warm or cool painting or photograph that you want, something that you're interested in. Take your time going through this website. There are lots and lots of resources. The Dallas Art Museum has done a great job of putting their collections online. So take advantage of this opportunity and kind of dive into whatever catches your eye. I am again going to go with the very first option. This painting has a ton of detail, even more than the lady with the red hat. So you can see here we have a lot of different dots. That's going to give us a lot of information visually about this painting. And so we're going to click through. The museum has taken close-ups of certain sections of this painting. It's showing you it's an oil on canvas. It's a segment of the painting. Again, here you have the values, your chart, which we know about. I think it's on display, so you can click back and forth here how different it looks when they're photographing it in a certain type of light, and then when you see it on the wall. It gives you a very real experience as if you're in the exhibit. This is with a person next to it, giving you perspective of its height, its depth, and then it was on display many, many times, which you will learn from the general description here. Remember to click on the more details. Lets you know that it's an oil on canvas. This is also an example of American art, and it is also on location level 4. Scrolling down, the general description is much more in depth than the last one. One of your questions in the assignment is going to ask you to share something that you learned about the art, something interesting. I can share with you that this was actually titled at one time The North instead of The Icebergs. And in this description, it tells you why it has 2 names and where it was on display. Don't forget to learn more here as well. This has a lot of extra pieces of information, such as in focus, and there are quite a few articles. Every time you see an in focus, it's additional information. This is and I think it's in here too, the photos. Yes, it was in the paper a few times when it returns to public view. Very old newspaper printing. And if you keep going, it's going to give you, again, the materials and techniques, more information about what that means, all the way through to times and places, things that are in the painting, the Arctics, open polar sea. So make sure that you're clicking on all this information the museum has given you, because they do go in depth, and all the fun facts are also cool. If you have any questions, let me know. The last bit, after you answer 6 questions on both of these paintings, is to compare them. So to do that, you're going to use that shortcut on your Chromebook that we learned about, the Alt plus the bracket to the left to pull the screen to the left, and the Alt bracket to the right to pull it to the right. And you're going to have them side by side so you can answer those questions to compare and contrast. All right, enjoy exploring, have fun. This trip's on me, guys.